What does it take to make a really great video? Stay tuned. I've got 5 tips to make your videos great. Hey fam, it's Marilyn Brown. I wanted to share some tips with you to create really great videos. As an online teacher, you do need to know a little bit about video production, at least for one video. This may be true for all the online teaching platforms, but my profile actually includes a video of me in my classroom. Now, we don't only use videos for our profiles. Part of why I want to share these tips is that there are a lot of new YouTube channels popping up with so many wonderful new VIPKid teachers. And I love the community that we have. There are things that I think will set you apart from everybody else if you follow these tips. Here are 5 tips to help you make your videos great. The first one is something that we should all know. If you're an online teacher, lighting is your best friend. Having really good lighting makes your classroom visible and it makes it bright, fun, and engaging. Please don't click your main lights off and then shoot a YouTube video. Please make sure you have the same kind of lighting for your profile video. Having good lighting increases the video quality immediately. If you wear glasses like me, be really careful to not have glare on your glasses. This is true not just in videos, but in photographs and in your classroom. Actually, I can link a really great video that talks about lighting. Use what works for you. If it works in your classroom, it's going to work in your videos. The second thing that I would like to recommend is using the best camera you possibly can. So if you have a newer smartphone, make sure you are using the external camera. When people take selfies all the time, they wonder, why is it so grainy, or why do I need to put the flash on, but I don't when I take it this way? Well, it's because this camera has a better lens. So use this one and make sure you flip it horizontal so that way you're taking a video that's going to be uploaded properly. If you're using these tips to help improve your profile video, then you can ask to use somebody else's camera that is a higher quality. I realize not everybody has access to the latest technology. I uploaded almost all of my YouTube videos using my phone camera, bought a pop socket, set up my camera horizontally, and filmed it. I just did what I could with what I had. Okay, here's my third tip. Speak with a normal tone of voice. Act like you are actually talking to another human being on the other side of that camera. It's really strange to watch something and have to listen to somebody whispering. Well, I understand those of you that if maybe you're creating content when your children are asleep or something, maybe you can move your video filming to a different area of the house. Whispering in a video is just kind of awkward. So I would recommend just trying to talk with a normal tone of voice, even if it's a little bit softer, but not a whisper. Please don't whisper. Your students depend on hearing you well. So if they can't hear you in your profile video, you better believe they're going to swipe on. I would. Same thing goes for being on the other end of the volume. If you're a really loud talker, set your microphone back because if your levels are peaking, that's really hard to listen to. So if your voice is distorting because you don't know how close to the microphone you should be. Oh, speaking of which, I actually use my headset as an external microphone. I just set it down on my desk and I angle the little opening toward me. That's a free one for you. The audio quality matters in a video. I don't know if you're aware of that. So if you add music onto your profile or YouTube videos, make sure that the music's volume is lower than the volume of your actual words. Because if I can't hear your content, why would I watch your video? I have no idea what you're saying. All I can hear is the little ding dong ding song that we all used from iMovie. It's literally on everybody's profile video, right? I mean, I know I used it. I may shoot a new one now that I'm using a new camera and new editing software. Well, I'm planning on getting a haircut, so maybe I'll shoot a new one after that. But anyways, but I digress. So this one is somewhat related to the third tip. The fourth tip, amp up your energy. I would say like whatever you think your energy is actually at, let's amp it up by about 50%. So be a little bit more excitable, move around if that's your thing, smile a little bit bigger than you feel is necessary because your energy is going through the camera into somebody else's palm of their hand or computer screen. I'm not saying you should be bouncing off the walls, but you should bring a certain level of energy to your video that's going to be engaging to the people that are viewing it. Even if that just means leaning in or leaning back or using hand gestures. I mean, as an online teacher, you should have TPR down. I know when I first started, it was really hard to talk to the camera as though somebody were listening. You feel a little silly. You feel like, I have to practice my script. I'm going to stick to my script. And there's nothing wrong with a script. I think they're very important, and I probably should write more for myself. One way to think about it is to imagine that you are making a video that you're going to send a friend. So if you are a brand new VIPKid teacher and you really, really want to book new clients, you should be excited to be in your classroom. Try to convey that feeling through the camera. Okay, that brings me to my final point, eye contact. Hello, my name is Teacher Marilyn. It's nice to meet you. Was that as awkward as it felt? Yeah, eye contact is a big deal. You need to find your lens. Here's my actual number one tip. It's my 5th tip, but I think it's my most important tip. When you're speaking into a camera, please look at the lens and not below the lens. Most of the time, people look below the lens because they're using the selfie cam. And when you use the selfie cam, typically you see yourself, right? So I'm looking at my own self, and I think it looks fine because I'm used to looking in the camera that way. But then you're not looking at your audience at all. My eyes are up here, Michael. I mean, right? But it's important. This is a great tip for your profile video, for your YouTube videos, for your Insta stories, for your classroom. So wherever your webcam is, look into that circle. Please stop looking at your playback. That matters far less. Well, unless you have to teach about left and right, and sometimes I feel so confused because when you're teaching it, it's the Anyway, the point is, look at the camera, okay? That is your viewer. It's also just good advice for when you're posting your profile pictures. Look into the lens, okay? Look into the lens, please. Okay, well that's it. Those are the 5 tips that I've got for you. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments. Are there any other tips that I forgot? Please leave it in a comment below and I can try to add or create new content that will help you in the future. I've got different tips and tricks that I hope will help you create the kind of content you want to in order to be successful. If this video has helped you out in any way, hit the thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Happy teaching, fam. Have you ever wondered what it takes to get a really great video? Okay. I don't know if you can hear my husband. I can hear him. It's very distracting. I've got some tips for you. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For my profile. Hello, somebody's talking to me. Hey.